जस्ट 1 मिनट प्लीज, स्कोर कार्ड सेट कर रहा हूँ. Match ID is equal to 84. And club ID is equal to 17544.
यार एक मिनट, वो रेडी कर रहा है यार वो. जब तक मैं फील्ड कर लेता हूँ.
जी.
सेफ अंपायर सेफ. यार वो सेट कर रहा है, मैं फील्डिंग करता हूँ जब तक वो आ रहा है. 1 ओवर लगेगा शायद. चलो मैं हूँ. I'm here. करा दो बॉलिंग.
क्या डन हो गया? पैसे भी. हाँ डन हो गया.
हो गया.
ओके डन.
मुझे माइक्रोफोन से लगा.
अभी आप इसको बोल सकते हैं कैमरे में.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start the game. Gladiators bowling and Kashif Hamid coming in to bowl. Down the leg and not a run, a chance for a run out. The throw could have been much better than that. And the chance to... And the ball going towards the boundary, cut away. यासीन, मेरी चेयर लेके आ जाओ. चेयर.
हेलो. ये ले लें फैसल भाई. कौन?
इसका ऑन ऑफ बटन कौन सा?
ऑन है इसको.
नहीं इधर का. Nicely. पता नहीं यार कौन सा बार है मुझे. I can't tell. Yeah, I think so. Woody. Nicely played. उनको वहां से ले आओ, वो गाड़ी में बैठी हूँ. मैरून गाड़ी नहीं है उधर. हाँ पीछे वो मैरून उसमें. हाँ Woody. Kashif bowling a nice first over, even though one ball has gone to the boundary. Nicely driven and beautiful fielding by Saqib, mid off, long off, you can say. It's not in the camera, but I tell you what, brilliant fielding. Nicely played and nicely fielded. And now there are two people on the boundary on the leg side. I would say deep square leg and a long on for the lefty. Nicely played and a dot ball. Daniel making the throw and badly backed up. Ball is going to the boundary. Should have been a dot ball, and there comes 3 runs that were totally unnecessary, absolutely unnecessarily given. And Royals will take that run. Should have been a dot ball. And the end of the over, Kashif's over, spoiled by some bad throws. And at the end of the first over, there are 8 runs for no loss. You know, it's coming. Now the captain Daniel coming in to bowl the second over. Facing him is Shakti Singh. Shakti is a outstanding player and very good hitter of the ball.
थोड़ा पीछे ले आओ
ठीक है
कैमरा
फैसल
बहुत
भाई
ज़्यादा zoom
फैसल भाई ठीक है सही बिल्कुल सही है
नहीं मैं कह रहा हूँ
Zoom.
आपका माइक बोल रहा है हेलो करें
Hello. Are we on?
यार एक्सीलेंट बॉय 65 in 5.1 मेरा भाई टाइट
पता है उस खब्बे की 50 हो गई है 20 बॉलों में. Alright, Ubair coming in, bowling to the new batsman, full toss. It's a bit on the high side and played towards point, dot ball. Tawheedul Islam is the next batsman. Driven towards long on. Saqib, safe hands of Saqib. Just a single. So Ubair has bowled a good over so far, taken the wicket of Shakti. Score is now 68 for 1, 5.4 overs. Right, Ubair coming round the wicket now, changing his strategy a little bit against Siddharth. Siddharth has shown the ability to cut the ball towards point. Gladiator have not shown the ability to change the field to stop that shot. So he's going to keep hitting that way, and that's where I believe he's going to target again. There he goes again. Exactly what I said, towards extra cover, but this time the deep point comes in and stops the boundary that we've been giving freely for the last 5-6 overs. Finally the fielder was there to stop that shot, and again a good ball, just a single. Tawheedul Islam facing Ubair and cut towards not extra cover but deep point. Kashif is the sweeper fielder, throws that back in, and a very good over by Ubair. I believe only 6 runs came in this over.
excellent bowling Ubair excellent bowling
So the run rate is curtailed a little bit. The score goes to 71 for 1 in 6 overs. Let's see who comes in next to bowl. I think Taha Badar is coming. Taha is a young gun, outstanding all-rounder. And when I say outstanding, I mean it. A week or so ago, he scored 100 in the T20 game. Then he also took many wickets in the same game and also the next game as well. Good young talent. The field setting taking a little bit longer than normal, but the plan is to stop the cut shot of Siddharth. So there's a deep point, a gully, extra cover on the boundary, long off, long on, and deep mid wicket a little bit squarer. And this catch is taken. Taha delivers on the very first ball. Siddharth is finally gone. Batted well for his 51. Only from 21 balls or 22 balls. But the Gladiators would say that he batted way too long as the catch was dropped early on. There's a discussion of some sort going on. The batsman is not willing to leave, and the umpire is telling him to go ahead and go, but the batsman is refusing to leave. This is not very sportsmanlike, not good for the tournament. The batsman is showing a lot of rejection and dejection, and still walking with his gloves in his hands, not very happy at being dismissed, but the edge was very clear. We heard it all the way here in the commentary box. I'm assuming that is why he didn't leave. So Taha delivers. The next batsman is Ajay Masand. Gladiators would be happy that the left-hander is gone. ऊपर से
Oh, brilliantly bowled by Taha, a faster one inside edge to fine leg. Last two overs have been pretty good for Gladiators. And it's pulled away. This is going towards the boundary. Saad stops it. And Ubair will throw it back in. I'm not sure. I think the batsman only took only 1 run or 2 runs. Only one. One came. 1 run came. Shabash Saad. Just a single. Well bowled by Taha. साकिब कोई बाहर गया हुआ है? साद अख्तर क्यों फील्डिंग कर रहे हैं? खेल रहा है वो? तो बाहर सलमान is outside. Nicely bowled. Just another single. Taha bowling really well. Smart bowling. Faster one wrapped on the pad. Appeal, but umpire thinks it's going down the leg or high. Either way, not out. An excellent over by Taha. Only 4 runs came. Only 4 runs. 74. 75. 75 in 7. 7.75.
ठीक है पकड़ लिया शाबाश.
So Gladiators only given 10 runs in the last 2 overs.
ठीक है ज़्यादा नहीं है. सामने वाला बॉल ढूंढ रहा है वो. दबाओ पैर मेरे भाई टाइट.
This transmission was brought to you by our sponsor, OneSolar.com. Little Greek restaurant and farm to cook. Well bowled, but it's been given a very diabolical decision to give that ball a wide. I would say that was very tricky to say the least. And that should be given as a no ball. A high full toss at single and nicely thrown into the keeper's hand from the boundary by Saad Akhtar, who was substituting for Salman Shah. Salman, I believe, went to the bathroom or something, or he's gone to do something and should be back soon. Another full toss and hit hard and high for a six. That shot is excellently done by Ajay. It was a free hit. So
टाइट ग्रिप करके
score is now 84, I believe. And this should be taken. No drops in front of Saad Manzoor, who lets it go to the boundary. This over has been somewhat expensive so far, but Ubair can cover this up in the next ball, I'm sure. And here comes another six, and it's another six. So Ajay Masan को है ये bowling पसंद.
आगे से मत गुजरो उधर. शाबाश आएगी
ये बॉलिंग पसंद. This may be taken by Saqib. Saqib coming, getting under the ball, and he drops the catch. So this is horrific fielding by Gladiators today. They have dropped a boatload of easy catches. This should have been taken. Hard luck to the bowler. Ajay Masan riding the luck this time. And he goes yard on this ball. It's a six to add insult to injury. This has been a very expensive over. 21 has come so far. And NDCC has crossed 100. And this ball going to the boundary, stopped by Saqib. And the end of the over. Expensive one, the runs go to 103. Where this over coming for 27 runs. For 28 runs. But it is T10, so these things happen. You just have to shake it off and keep going. 2 more overs to go. I believe Taha Badar is coming. Gladiators would like to keep the score under 120 if possible, because with a good batting lineup this can be chased up, of course, but you don't want to go over 120. Nicely played into the gap for a 4. Ajay Masan really coming in and hammering the ball. He's on 31 from only 10 balls. to Ajay. Flighted delivery and taken out with a massive 6. This is not a 6, it's an 8. Boy, what a great shot by Ajay Matan. This is gone all the way into the other field. Brilliantly played. Score gone to 83. I'm sorry, 113. 10 runs coming off of the first 2 balls. Yeah. Commentated. कैसे हो?
इसके बाद तो हमारे लाइव होना है।
हाँ, जब भी हमसे खेलोगे तो लाइव आओगे। मुझे पैसे दो, मैं अच्छी बातें करूँगा।
विकेट मिले? सर जी।
Let's see what Ajay does with this ball. So far he has massacred everything and he goes again. Missed it. Same shot, but this time the ball turned and bounced a little bit more. So Ajay couldn't do it. But 13 runs, 43 is already pretty good. And here comes another 6. And one more. One more all the way. I think the guy likes spin and we keep giving him spin. It's easy for him and he's taking advantage. He's on 49 from only 14 balls. That's incredible. Really a tremendous inning by Ajay. On the pad. So the second batsman for NDCC to score a 50. First was Siddharth in the end of another very expensive over. This one going for 20 or 23 I think, or 24. 22 runs actually. So last over and let's see who gets to bowl that one. Will it be skipper Daniel or will it be Saqib or will it be a faster bowler? So they have picked Askari to bowl the last over. The pacer, Askari. The captain setting the field. Yaar, Saqib, yaar.
सही है
Quick delivery by Askari, sliced away for 4. For a quick bowler, you should have a third man. I don't really quite get that. He should have a third man. And now the captain is changing. Now the ball was not too bad, just sliced away for 4. He comes down the track and towards long off, and the fielder just could not collect and throw it in, or it could have been a close call for a second run. But today the Gladiator fielding has been lackluster, poor, all the above, maybe more. They know they're better than this. Here comes Askari. And a huge 6, let me tell you. This shot is massive. I don't know, the field though said is for the offside. 136. 36. Gladiators gonna have to 138 actually. Gonna have to work really hard to get these runs. This inning by Ajay Masan is putting this game away for NDCC. And this is up in the air. Daniel getting under it, and it does drop the catch. This was more difficult, and ball hits the stumps, but the batsmen don't want to run. मैं कहीं रहना चाहूँ, साकिब, हैं? मैं कहीं रहना चाहूँ. As well bowled by Askari.
Askari बेटा शाबाश, बहुत अच्छी bowling कर रहा है.
It has to be said, this tournament conducted by McKinney Cricket Association is really terrifically conducted. And a precious dot ball. And all credit goes to Aziz Sabul and his team for arranging things in the most professional way. But with Aziz, that's what we always expect. And both the grounds are absolutely stunning, beautiful. Cricket is tremendous on these two grounds. Another slower ball, but this time, predictably, it was slow and taken out for a 6, and that's the way the inning will end at 146. And with that, I'm going to sign off for a little bit and return shortly. hard. Viren and Uber for Gladiators chasing a pretty big score. And spanked away towards cover. It's going to the boundary, and I think it's going to beat the fielder. Rolls all the way to a 4. A good start by Viren. I'm sorry, the score is not changing up to me, so I can't tell you who the bowler is. I think his name is Nabi. Driven towards long mid-on for a single. Uber facing, he's the man in form. Scored an electric innings of 196 about a month ago in the T20, sorry, 194. Driven towards and misfielded by the fielder. Well, it was a single anyway, but it could have been interesting if the fielder collected the ball. Score goes to 6. Nicely bowled by Navi, I believe his name is. Navneet. So yes, Navneet. Tiwari. Brilliantly played by Viren, but straight, it hit was so hard, it went straight to the fielder for no run. And at the end of the first over, Gladiators are 6 for no loss. Bowler, I don't know yet name. And a very suspicious bowling action with the dot ball. Bowler name is Praveen Ayapparaju. So coming in to bowl to Uber. I think Uber was probably looking at the bowler's action. He seems to be chucking pretty much very obviously, but in this league nobody has ever stopped a ball from chucking. So it's a 4. Uber is a big hitter of the ball, as everybody knows. He gets going. And I think the umpires are talking about the bowling action. Both the umpires are talking, and they're probably talking about the bowlers chucking. and umpire telling the bowler do not chuck. So let's see if he chucks and if called for no ball. Yes, he did chuck again, but not called as a no ball and only a single. The umpire having a word with the bowler, but he's already bowled 3 balls without being called for chucking. And I don't know, the video probably will be watched by the organizers. They could determine if the bowler is legal or not. But for now, he's going to bowl or throw, whatever you want to say. And it straight to the boundary, long on for 4. So bowler trying his best to straighten his arm, wasn't able to, and the ball goes to the boundary by Viren. And here's Praveen again. And clearly chucking. And the ball goes straight to the keeper. The umpire not calling for some reason. Bending the arm 45 degrees. And Viren might be out on this ball, and he is. And at the end of the over. यार ये बैट्समैन ने कंप्लेंट क्यों नहीं की चेकिंग की?
अंपायर में जाके
तो फिर नो क्यों कराने दे रहे हैं? What is the reason?
अंपायर को जाके बोला।
I mean, why is he allowed to bowl? End of an over. For 1 after 2 overs. Gladiators behind the 8 ball. They need to chase at 15 per over, so 2 overs 15 is going at half the rate. But now the dynamic duo of Babar, Arshad and Ubair Riaz is on the field, and this will be Gladiators pair that they'll be looking towards. And the new bowler, or maybe it's Nishant again. Yes, the bowler name is Nishant. Chance to run out, and Babar is going without scoring, without facing a ball. That's very, very tragic. Very, very tragic. क्या हुआ? साकिब So Gladiators losing the big wicket of Babar Arshad without him even facing a ball.
a tragedy. And Uber plays it straight, and might be a chance for another run out. And it's another run out. I can't believe it. Another batsman goes without facing a ball. That was Salman Shah, I think. So 2 balls and 2 batsmen going to the pavilion without facing a ball. I'm running out of words to describe the tragedy. So Gladiator going from 15 for no loss to 15 for 3 in a span of 3 balls. And Saad Manzoor coming to join Uber. Well, it's T10. There's a lot of batting depth, so Gladiators though have missed out on 2 of their best players, but they'll be still looking to score a big one here. And Uber goes long and goes deep, and that's a boundary. That's a typical Uber Riyaz shot. Steps into the bowler and spanks him on the leg side. The bowler did nothing wrong. The ball was on the right spot, but the batsman took advantage of stepping out of the crease, and it's a full toss. Let's see if it's called as a no ball or not. But it's not. It drops in between 2 fielders. 2 runs are taken. The batsman pleading for a no ball above the waist. Not given. So Nishant bowling good. So far minimal damage. 6 runs have come from 4 balls. 2 of them being run out balls. And Uber sweeps this, going towards the boundary, but well stopped by the fielder, and incredibly only 1 run. That credit goes to the fielder who dove and stopped the ball from going to the boundary. Saad taking a single towards third man. Nicely played. End of the over. So 24 for 3 in 3 overs. Actually 23. कोई बात नहीं. It's okay. I mean, T10 is good. You guys batted good यार. बहुत अच्छा. ओफ. हाँ, शुरू में अच्छा हुआ था. उसने तो कत्ल कर दिया है. बहुत मारा. बहुत अच्छा मारा. हाँ, मारे. हाँ, हमने कहा ये लो फिर और लो फिर और लो. हाँ, नहीं बहुत अच्छा है. बहुत अच्छा मारा. And it's given a wide. Bowler, the new bowler is Sukesh Reddy. As a T10 bowler, that's where you need to bowl, but it's a little bit wider than you need to be. And Saad trying to run it down to third man. And uppishly played towards cover and only a single taken. Nicely fielded. I think Ubair wants to take strike because we need boundaries. Ubair goes long and it's going to be out. Taken by Shakti on long on. So things are unraveling for the Gladiators. So now comes Taha Badr to join Saad Manzoor. The batsman did not cross, even though the ball went to the boundary. So the new batsman is going to face the bowler, Sukesh. So now all the drop catches the Gladiators had in their bowling effort are coming to bite them. And Taha heaves towards mid-wicket for a single. Let's see what the batsmen have in plan. I think they should look to score as many runs as possible because at the end of the league phase, the net run rate is also going to be critical. Saad goes long and he's going towards mid-wicket and stopped by Shakti right at the boundary line, thrown in, and just a single. I am surprised the batsmen are not pushing for the second. It really is could have been easily a double. And a terrible ball actually down the leg as a gift, going all the way to the boundary. Taha taking advantage of that ball, I'm sure. Sukesh didn't mean to bowl it that way, but it was a gift, accepted and dispatched. If you're watching at home, give us a thumbs up, a like. And the new bowler coming in is not sure who. Is number 2. यार बॉलर नेम क्या है? एका. भाई इसका नंबर तो 2 है, इसका नंबर 1 होना चाहिए था एका का. ये तो दुक्का है. Eka coming into Saad, and Saad trying to run it down the third man again. He sees there's an opportunity for a boundary behind the stumps, but the ball was a little quicker than it seemed, so Eka put in the shoulder. It didn't seem like it was going to be that quick, but it was a little bit nippy off the pitch. And Saad goes long, and for 4 does not reach all the way, but
Played well. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. Keep building. Look for 2 boundaries per over minimum, and the rest you can get. Eka to Saad Manzoor, lofted, top edge I would say, or leading edge, dropping in between the fielders for a single. Taha wants a strike, and I think this bowler might be one that Taha takes a liking to. And he plays it extra cover, sweetly timed, going all the way to the boundary for 4. It's an excellent, proper cricketing shot by Taha. Nothing to do with a slog, just hitting where the ball is pitched in the gap, timed to perfection. Slower delivery, smartly bowled, and chance for run out, and the direct hit but not given. The fielders usually expect this one to be given whenever there's a direct hit, but the umpire was in a very good position to judge that not out. And you saw those lighted stumps. They give a very glorious look to the whole proceedings. The LEDs. Saad again going for a single and getting it. Taha running towards the other end of the over, and I think it's 42 for 4 after 5 overs. So really, Gladiators need 100 runs from the next 5 overs. That's 20 per over. Actually need more than that. 5 ओवर में 104 चाहिए. Really 21 per over is what's needed. I would ask Andre Russell, Pollard, De Villiers to come and help us with the rest of the runs. Pretty much every ball has to go for a 4 from now on. You need 30 balls, 100 and something runs, so every ball has to go for a boundary and goes long. Drop by Shakti, that should have been taken. Saad getting advantage of a drop catch and getting 2 runs. He timed the ball good, but just didn't middle it. The shot looked good and it seemed like it was going to go all the way, but it dropped about 10 yards in. So I like the intent. Saad is looking for boundaries. And this would be a single.
Very good, very good. Good work, Shakti. Good bowling, Shakti. भागने से नहीं बनेगा भाई.
अगर हर बॉल पे 4 भागे तो
4 कैसे भागेंगे? 2 भागेंगे.
Oh, well bowled. Really. मैंने आंड्रे रसल को कॉल मारी है, वो आ रहा है. वो भी नहीं बना पाएगा. Okay, another gift taken. Boundary.
No, Suki, no, you're doing good. That's a bad ball.
Taha going to 14 from 6 balls. Suki is bowling. Okay, this might be taken and is taken. Taha throwing his bat around, and that's what you need to do. Nothing he did wrong, and but he's gone. The next batsman coming in is Hasib Khan, I believe. He's also a pretty big hitter of the ball. But I think there's too much to do in the next 4.2 overs. The writing is on the wall. I know cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties, but I think this one I can say that Gladiators are going to find it very hard to reach that target. But it'll be fun playing the balance of the 4 overs left and getting some runs in so that they can improve the net run rate. So there's always something to do, even in a game that you might be going towards a loss. There's always some strategy, and that's the beauty of cricket. That's why we play the game. Anything can happen. And here's Saad facing Suki. Two balls to go in this. Well, actually, one ball to go in this over. Saad trying to give it a go, trying his best, not connecting, just a single. End of the over, so he retains the strike, and the score is 50 in 6 overs. Usually Gladiators get more than that in a T20, so this is a T10. But I'm pretty sure they'll come back really, really strong and angry in the next game, which is immediately following this game. Saad towards cover point, trying to take a double, and he might be run out, and I believe he is given. I cannot believe 3 run outs. That should have been a second run without any problem. But that was a very strong throw and given by the umpire. Batsman doesn't agree. But you have to go when the finger is lifted. And Kashif, Vice Captain Kashif, coming in. Knowing the Gladiators guys, this loss is not going to linger very long on their minds. They're very positive guys. Everybody is always laughing and in a very positive mood. So this is not going to dampen the spirit. I know it's going to hurt a little bit, but the good thing is you got one more game right after this, so you can go back in there and get rid of all those bad feelings. First ball swinging hard, and this will be taken, and Kashif is gone. But you can't blame him. There's a big task ahead, so things are really unraveling. 51 for 7, and I do believe the captain is padding up. Daniel 7, I think 6 or 7. 7. कोई बात नहीं, 12 तक बैटिंग है. मैं क्या आशीष भाई, don't worry, 12 तक बैटिंग है. And you know, I'm going to welcome in the commentary box a great man who has done this tournament with the utmost professionalism, Mr. Aziz Savul, and I'm not going to let him walk away without saying a few words.
Let me try to get this mic off my shirt. Okay. Aziz, welcome.
Thank you.
This is a fantastic, um, you know, tournament and a fantastic setting for a tournament. And we got blessed with great weather. What do you think about that?
Absolutely, and it's all possible, first of all, thanks to the city of McKinney. They have a great staff there. They really, take care of the fields. And then, of course, the teams and the team of volunteers that I have with Imran Bhai and everybody else. So everybody's working hard to make this enjoyable, a good experience for the teams. And that's our number one goal, to provide quality environment for the players to enjoy.
Well, I congratulate you for all the things you have done. I think also you must be impressed. The players have been very undesi like. They've been cleaning up after themselves and keeping good, stewardship of the fields.
Absolutely. Like I said, the teams and the players are the ones who are going to make this tournament a successful tournament. And like you said, Faisal Bhai, and when your team was here on the second night, everything was cleaned up without me asking, and that's what counts.
Yes, and I think what we living in this country, we sometimes take things for granted. So we don't realize how hard the people have to work to maintain these fields from going towards soccer instead of cricket, and we have to do our part in order to maintain it.
Absolutely, and who would know this better than you? I mean, you got your fields more than 16 years ago, and you've been keeping it in great shape, and making sure that you have a good relationship with the city folks as well, and just making this, providing this facility for the community basically.
Well, you've been good luck to us. Here comes a six. We haven't seen too many of those in our innings, but Hasib taking one downtown. But Aziz, back to this topic, I must say that a lot of times players who come and play, you've had this place for about 18 years, I think, right? People don't realize what you have done for the community and what you have done for the sport. They come and they take advantage of this. I think those guys should have a sense of appreciation for what you have done.
Absolutely. All we ask is that they just take care of the fields. Just pick up after yourself, keep the fields nice and tidy the way the city keeps it, and let's not increase work for anybody else.
Absolutely, like I said, the players have been very undesi like.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love to litter. That's in our DNA. We throw stuff left and right. We have never improved even living in the U.S. But what I've noticed in the last 2 times I've been here is that all the players have taken very good care of it.
Absolutely, and credit goes to the organizing team as well, because they provide them with trash bags. And I picked up trash today, and the most of the stuff that's there is sipari wraps and cigarette butts.
Well, we are not perfect.
I cannot blame the soccer people for that, right?
Are you sure? They don't eat gutka. So, now Aziz, thank you for this tournament and this field and this opportunity. I mean, even growing up in Karachi, I could never imagine playing night games on such a beautiful field. So here we are, and I congratulate you and I thank you. And the cricket is also very top notch.
And I want to, breaking news here basically.
Okay.
We're looking into installing scoreboards, electronic scoreboards with LEDs, one for each ground. It's a big project. We have started it, and it's going to take some time, but eventually we should have those.
Well, that would be an incredible addition to this already beautiful field. So we can't wait for that. Though next time I will spray a little off on my body. The bugs are here.
And we'll put it at an angle where, like you have this angle right now, it'll be like on that pole or that pole. So you will have the scoreboard in view of the still.
Oh, by the way, what do you think about our streaming?
Absolutely amazing. Yeah, actually, I've seen it. The quality is really good. Plus, you guys are, I think, the only ones that have some, overs with commentaries. It's not all, but that really adds to the experience. And I'm glad that when Gladiators are playing, we have live streaming. There's another couple of teams that do it,
Ye-
but not
yes.
very regularly.
Well, I'm hoping that when they see us, they will get inspired and get the equipment and put in the effort. For this, I have to give all credit to Saqib Hamid. It was his brainchild. He got all this thing together and spent the money and he comes before the game, sets up everything. I mean, he's an unsung hero.
I was about to say that he's always the first one to drive into the parking lot and ask me which end he's going to be bowling from and all that, so he can set up the camera. So it's really, we need people like that, like Saqib, who are doing this for everybody else.
Absolutely. And I also want to say that if Gladiators are not playing, and if any team wants us to come and do their the game, we can come and do it. I mean, there'll be a small charge for it, obviously, for coming in and volunteering the time.
Well,
But
hopefully you'll make it to the finals and then you'll be
inshallah, inshallah. Well, by the way it's going today, it doesn't look like it, but you never know. So
So just for the benefit of everybody who's listening, how much is the setup cost and for an
Yeah,
evening game?
very good. I think Saqib is the best judge of this, but I think what you're looking at right now is about a little over $3,000. But then you also, you need the Wi-Fi, you need a hotspot and things like that, and a battery. So, but it's all worth it. You know why? Because we have played cricket all our lives. We've never had anything recorded or transmitted, or we never saw ourselves play. This way, all these games are going all the way on YouTube and Facebook, and they're preserved for eternity. So your children, yourself, you can go back in time and rewind and look at yourself playing. It's a big thing. We are not professionals. We don't have a ESPN Crick Info coming to cover our games, but now the technology has advanced so much, and things have become more reasonably priced, that we can do it. And I think all teams should do it. It's an excellent team building tool too, because all week long these guys are sharing their own videos and commenting and laughing and enjoying. So it's been a very big
I
positive.
would like for Saqib to make a small 5-minute tutorial video of how what equipment is needed and how it's all done and how much it costs. That's going to help all the other teams as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can always call him, and or we can have him make a small video.
Tutorial video.
I think the more teams do it, the better it is for our league. And how we get the cricket clubs score into it too. The layover, and you can put your if you have a sponsor, you can put a logo. We can put advertisements and everything. We can do all that.
Great. That's great. Yeah. I'll let you go. Faisal
Thank
bhai.
you. Thank you for
Get
being
back.
here.
Thank you so much.
Shukriya, shukriya. We have lost track of the scoring, but at the moment, it seems like the game is coming to its logical conclusion. Shakti Singh is going to bowl the ninth over. Gladiators have 71. Daniel going high, and the fielder coming under it, but ball drops right under his. Good effort, but single. Hasib is on 14 from 7 balls, striking at 200. Slower delivery, pulled away by Hasib all the way to the boundary, but there's a fielder right there, drops right in his feet. And Daniel back on strike. Pulled away by Daniel. Excellent shot to the boundary for 4. That ball was a little bit too short, was right there to be hit, and was. And this one might be, oh, it's dropped by the fielder. He had it in his hands, but it wouldn't matter now. Another slower one. And this is going all the way for 4. Great shot by Hasib, playing straight down the wicket where there's no fielder behind the bowler. The slower ball was picked up very early by Hasib. Another great shot by Hasib, but unfortunately straight to the fielder. नहीं यार हाँ ठंड तो नहीं है लेकिन as we were just discussing, the weather in Texas has finally changed for the better. We've been struggling with 110 degrees and 105 degrees for the last 2.5 months. It's been one awful summer when it comes to heat. I mean, we are used to heat here, but it's been extraordinary. But today we got some rain, and we got some rain last night, and the weather has cooled down. And it's really a beautiful night for cricket. And this is the last over. And going for 4. Hasib swinging hard and getting the reward for it. Navneet bowled a very good first over. No, an appeal, but the bat hit the ground. कीड़े जा रहे हैं यार आंखों में कीड़े One brilliantly batted by Hasib. They're going to run for 2. The bowler had a chance to collect and throw down the stumps, but the throw wasn't on target. So 2 runs. Gladiators would want to get as many as they can, even if they could reach 100, because they will need all of this at the end of this tournament. Oops. And yep, it's the 4th run out of the game. Would you believe it? The 4th run out. And 3 balls to go. Let's see if Gladiators would play those out. There's 2 wickets left. Askari Rizvi is coming. Oops. Did not last very long. Askari, middle stump, out of the ground. So one more wicket left and 2 balls left. Saqib coming in as the last batter. Saqib needs 57 runs in 1 ball. Can he do it? 57 needed. 58 runs actually in 1 ball. White ball or not given, or is it given or not? It should be given. I think it is given. So Saqib raising his bat saying that my partnership is longer than your partnership for 1 run. Oh, played like a test player, not going all out. And at the end of the game, NDCC winning by 57 runs. Congratulations. And we will sign off and return with the next game.
क्या नेपाली what?